All right, so in as best as I can, alphabetical order, the best anime of 2016 nominations are 91 Days, Erased, Flip Flappers, Gintama, Kisniver.
You're doing well.
This is harder than it looks.
Spoke too soon.
My Hero Academia,
Mm-hmm.
ReZero,
Yes.
and Showa Roku Rakugo Shinju.
And
And did I have another one?
And then your favorite show,
What?
Yuri on Ice.
Oh, Yuri on Ice. Oh my god. Complete blank.
I'm literally
I thought you were pointing
at
to 91 Days. I'm like, I
wanna
did the
know-
numbers first. Yuri on Ice.
Before we announce it, I want to know what the chat thinks won.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
DJ Crisscross says 91 Days. Come on.
Or how about out of these choices, who would you pick? As well, for us.
KMFCM says it's Rakugo again.
So I
Hadayuki Cat says, man, I hope Erased wins because it deserves to win something.
If I were to pick a show, because I haven't seen all of these, there are a couple I haven't seen in here, but if I had to pick one, I would pick Erased, for me personally.
Same. But that's probably just because I haven't seen some of the ones that have been doing like Showa Genruko Rakugo Shinju has won a couple of things now, right? Or at least one.
It won Best Actor, and it won for one of its characters, and it won Best Drama.
Yeah, so like that must be a good show, but I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't have I wouldn't have voted for it.
I would probably say my votes would either go to 91 Days because it's so different, or Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju because the final episode of that show literally has what I would argue is one of the best anime scenes
Really?
of all time.
Wow.
Actually,
I'm seeing a lot of love in the chat for ReZero, Rakugo, and
Eddie
Yuri on
and
Ice.
Become both say Yuri on Ice probably won. Hey, Mitsugi,
What's that?
topic idea, bank it. Best scenes in anime.
Ooh, I like that.
Banking.
Regardless of if the actual anime on the whole is good or not.
Do you know that I am an old man and I will probably forget that you said that?
Well, everyone
We'll
else
write
heard
it somewhere.
I got two off the top of my head right now.
Samesies.
Likewise.
One, the end of what?
Save it.
What?
Save it.
Oh,
Okay.
It's gonna be a topic.
What's the winner here?
So,
Actually, what's the runner-up? Kimiko.
So the runner-up with 20.91% of the votes,
abstain.
ReZero. And then with 14.09% of the votes is Erased. So Erased did get in
Third
the top
place.
3, but it did not win.
and it fell off hard.
It did, though. I feel so bad. But, and I'm sure a lot of you are not surprised, our winner for Best Anime of 2016 is Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju.
Yay! I'm actually really excited about
Not-
that. It
not
makes me
that
really
close.
happy.
Mitsugi, I would like to know how many total votes were there in this?
The whole thing.
Yeah. How many people? How many total votes did we have?
I can tell you that in a minute.
I figured you would already have that
I have
information.
that. Oh,
I'm
I
just
do. I
saying.
do, trust me.
I mean, I thought you were a guy that gets information. I don't know.
I do. I have that. So, Kisniver got hardly any votes here. Flip Flappers got almost no votes. But almost everybody voted in this category. There were only 3% of the of abstain. Somehow Gintama only got 4% because it's the best of all time. 91 Days, which is a show that the girls love a lot, did very badly.
See, I think that's because not a lot of people watched it. Honestly.
But here's an interesting thing. Like, you might think that about Showa Gendoku because it's not exactly your...
That's true.
You're like, oh, action-packed or some fan service show or whatever.
I mean, 91 Days has more action and, like, those action beats that drive people to it, like, you know, guns and fighting and whatnot, than Rakugo
Showa
does.
Gendoku had no action. I mean, it was a 100% cerebral conversation show.
I gotta watch that show. I haven't seen it.
Very different than like ReZero or Erased, which both had some action, and Yuri on Ice, which at least had sports in it. And My Hero Academia, lots of action there too. Showa Gendoku, I would not have thought this was going to win, honestly. I mean, I personally, I thought that I would have bet anything that the winner of the category would have been ReZero. I mean, honestly, I thought it was a guarantee.
I mean, if you're going off of just purely popularity, ReZero would definitely have won. But it's nice to see that people are willing to vote for something that's maybe not necessarily the most popular show, but is just of supreme quality. I mean, that's awesome.
So I'm very happy about it. I feel like it's a testament to the people that listen to our podcast, and that I'm proud of the listeners that there was a show we watched that had incredible writing, was very artistic.
I was gonna say it was really well animated too.
It was a great show, but not your typical anime fanfare, right? But I'm really proud of the people that follow our podcast, that they watched it. They recognized that that the artistry of it and that the writing was fantastic, and that they put their vote in there for it.
Hey, listeners, we just want to say, Senpai noticed you.
I do. I also want to bring out, I mean, because we're talking about a show that was nowhere near as popular as the show that came in second place. And this is an interesting stat to throw at you. On my anime list, the total number of users who have rated ReZero is 242,000.
It's a shitload.
It's a lot of people that have watched and rated that show. Showa Genroku, 30,000.
Wow, almost only about 15%.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you guys. Like I feel like this year, like our listener base really showed a lot of maturity. You guys, you're getting a little older.
Either that or we offended
Getting a little wiser.
Either that or we offended everybody else, and
They stopped listening to us.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to happen. What are you going to do?
but
Quality over quantity.
Like-minded individuals flock together.
Look, Bill Cosby once said, if you try to please everyone, you'll please no one. And if there's one person we can trust for moral guidance, it's Bill Cosby.
So I will say that there were some great anime last year. I mean, regardless of what Kazuo says, I really thought ReZero was a good show. And
It had its moments.
I know
It wasn't a bad show.
I know most likely there will be another season of ReZero, and I will most likely watch that.
Yuri
And-
on Ice was a phenomenon.
Yuri on Ice was a very popular anime. I haven't seen that yet, but I will watch it when we review it. Erased, I thought that...
I thought we already reviewed
Yeah,
it.
No,
we
you
already-
didn't.
We haven't?
Did
How
you?
have we not?
Huh.
Someone check the documents.
Astro, are you there?
So I thought Erased was a good show. I thought it had problems and had some plot holes, but I thought it was also a really great show. But I think the best anime won the award here. So I know that when we do this panel, if we do it at MetroCon again, which I thought last year at MetroCon, this panel was well liked. The Oscar panel, people will probably not agree. Because I think that the fan base of this podcast is a little bit different than like the average viewer, But people will probably expect Erased or ReZero to win, but I'm happy with the result. Now you asked me what the total number of votes cast was.
Right.
2,941 total votes were cast,
That's not bad.
and interestingly, Erased didn't win anything, as we've already noted, which is shocking, actually, by the way. But Erased had the most total votes across all categories among any of the shows. It just didn't win anything.
I'm just laughing at my own comment that I made.
So Erased had the most total votes out of any show,
Interesting.
but failed to win anything.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It's probably because Erased was in the most categories. But so Yuri on Ice won 3 awards. Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju won 3 awards. ReZero won 2 awards. 91 Days, Mob Psycho, Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress, Konosuba, Super Lovers, Sweetness and Lightning, and Gundam Aibo all won 1 award. So this year, there were a total of 10 different anime that won something. And I think that's pretty nice, because we had 15 categories, 10 winners. That means that there was almost a unique winner in every category.
You know what else it helps you realize is that there were a lot of really good shows that came out this year. I know a lot of times, like when it comes to picking our shows and reviewing, but we can come off a bit negative at times because it's like, man, there's just a lot of crap coming out this season. But when you really step back and look at the year that was, it's like, wow, there was a lot of really good shows.
Well, and I think the thing is that to not completely discount our opinions, I look at it and I say, yeah, we can look at it and we can say, here are 10, 12, 15 great shows, but probably around 100
Not good ones.
like not good ones also
True.
came out.
Yeah, we're reviewing 15, or we're not reviewing, but doing impressions on 15 shows every season. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
It's actually 20.
20,
But
sorry.
but to your point, Kazuo, yes, every year there's fantastic anime every year, and if nothing else, what I would say is look at the list of the best anime of 2016, and if you haven't seen it, pick an anime off it. Even if it was lower on what won as far as vote count, it was still good enough that one of the Academy of Podcasters nominated it. So, yeah.
The chat wanted to know if Abstain would have had the most votes if had I included it in that last statistic, and Abstain would have had the most votes of any show. In fact, you know what? I'll just show this screen too.
Woo, go Abstain. Most votes of 2016.
For the people that are data nerds, here's a screen that has the Abstains.
Be careful with the other tab you have with IP addresses on it.
Oh yeah, I hid that. It's gone. Yeah, the IP addresses of the cheaters.
Or maybe you should know. No.
So this section right here on the left shows the Abstains, and this one right here shows the votes across all categories. So yeah, very interesting. It was an interesting year. I'm happy. I'm happy it all came together, and I want to thank the different podcasts that nominated anime, because without it, we would just be basically spouting our own ideals. So it's nice to have,
which we do every other episode.
We do that anyway. So it's nice to have more than half of the animes that are nominated come from other podcasts. So I want to thank the Trash Pandas Watch Anime podcast. I want to thank Otaku Spirit. I want to thank Anime World Order. I want to thank Anivision. So those shows all pitched in and helped contribute.
And seriously, go check out those shows, because we are not the end all be all of anime opinions.
And we're at least the fourth best anime podcast.
Well, basically
maybe fifth best.
Basically, my point is that it's always good to get a variety of opinions to help educate and form your own. So check out those other podcasts, give them some love, and see if maybe you find one that you also love. Just don't love them better.
In the wise words of Bill Cosby, give them some love whether they want it or not.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop.
That was rough.
I'm joking.
That was a savage
Moving
comment.
right along.
I'm sorry. We'll cut that out.
So, I don't have much else to say about it. I mean, I thought it was I thought that the best shows of the year won. I think that I'm shocked Erased didn't win anything, but
Well, it would have if it didn't have a manga.
yeah, I don't know how that slipped through the cracks, honestly.
No idea. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was my fault. I don't remember what I nominated for that. I thought I nominated 91 Days, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
I think if we learned one lesson this year, it's that you guys are no longer allowed to pick shows.
You know what?
Okay. Here's the other thing though. I also picked Showa Gendo Rakugo Shinju. I also was the one who passed 91 Days.
Let's look at the best nominees.
I also was the one who passed Kiesniver, which was also on the list of best.
That got dead last in the voting.
But it made the list out of all the anime.
I was the one who passed Erased and My Hero. Wait, no, were you My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
See, I remember watching all of these, but I don't remember. I know Erased was mine.
Was it you or I who did Yuri on Ice?
Well,
because I know we basically
it was
watched
definitely me.
It was your anime.
Okay,
but I was like, I had seen a PV for it months before it came out, and we both put it as our number one.
Share it.
Yeah.
Can we share it?
Yes, please.
Okay, we can share it. So like, I have 4, sharing one with Kimiko,
and I have 2, sharing one with Chiaki. Technically, though, I mean, My Hero Academia, I wanted that one real bad.
So I'll just say this: either my choices are literally the best anime you've ever watched,
Or literally the worst.
literally the worst.
I think I skim a nice middle ground. I mean, there's always that one anime per season that
We
I
already
force
know-
everyone to watch.
We can tell before you pick them what shows you're going to pick.
Well, I have
You-
I have a type.
You have a very specific style.
I want to highlight the anime before we roll out that were nominated but didn't get really any votes whatsoever, because I feel bad for them. So the pity here. The lowest vote total of any show was Kudo Mukuro. It got a total of 1 vote. It's pretty bad. Izeta the Last Witch was also very terrible. Bubuki Budanki.
Oh God.
Sailor Moon Crystal, 3 Leaves, 3 Colors, Scorching Ping Pong Girls, Natsume Yujincho Go, Poco's Udon World, Arslan Senki, Joker Game, Dimension W,
Dimension W.
Gundam Unicorn, Amanchu, Heavy Object, Berserk, and Tiger Mask W. I'll just stop there. But that entire massive list only accounted for a total of 2.5% of the total votes that were cast.
Heavy object.
That's
I have a lot of really good memories about that show.
Pretty bad.
Not really.
I was kind of surprised that Thunderbolt Fantasy didn't do better in original because it destroyed the listener choice that it was in.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Well, maybe it destroyed the listener's choice and then nobody actually ended up watching it.
Yeah, that must be the case because it only had 5% of the vote in the original category, and
If we had a best,
I kind of thought it was going to win.
we should have like a best opening and ending category. Because
that would've been the
Dimension
best.
W
That's
had
kind
an
of best
awesome
music.
opening. Well,
I mean,
Dimension W was
I
dog
think
shit.
we could
The
do
opening
best
was awesome.
opening.
Best opening.
Because there are a lot of anime that I can think of that have an incredible opening and awful score.
oh yeah, My Hero Academia had one of the first songs I've heard from Porno Graffiti since like Full Metal Alchemist. I would have voted hardcore for that.